Welcome to this short Yin Yoga practice. We're going to start the practice lying down in revolved bound angle pose. So coming to lie flat on your back, open up your knees by bringing the soles of the feet together, making a diamond shape with your legs. Option to bring the arms out to the sides, over your head, or maybe resting on either rib cage to connect with your breath. If you need any additional props such as blankets, pillows, feel free to get yourself really comfortable here. Allow your body to soften into this shape. Not into any effort, but just into softness. So you might scan your body here, noticing any areas of tightness, of tension, or anywhere that you might be holding on to. And just see with those first couple of breaths if you could soften into this pose. For those first few breaths in, could you open up the rib cage, expand your breath? For those first few breaths out, could you soften your body more? Allowing the rib cage to close, gently contracting. Continue to follow your breath. With each inhale, expanding and opening the chest. And with each exhale, softening. And could you also drop your breath down into your diaphragm, feeling the belly expanding with your breath in, and with your breath out, feeling the belly softening. We're now halfway through the pose if you'd like to make any adjustments. Otherwise, continue to find stillness, melting yourself into the earth and surrendering into this pose. Begin to find an even softer breath now, a breath that is almost effortless. Could you observe what unwinds when you release resistance, when you allow your breath to soften, when you allow your body to soften too? Let's take one more minute here in our pose. For this final minute, it might feel good to take some sighs out through the mouth as a way to release any remaining tension in your body. Allow each exhale to become softer, longer, really just letting go of any weight you may be carrying onto. Take those last few breaths here now. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more. Gently start to bring a little bit of movement back into your body, starting with the fingers and the toes, And then begin to bend your knees, bringing the soles of the feet back on the ground, and just windshield wipe your knees side to side, loosening out around the hips. When you're ready, hug both knees in towards the chest, bring your hands around the shins. Give yourself a little hug and rock side to side, massaging the lower back. Eventually allow the knees to fall onto the right side, turning your body onto the right. You could bend your right arm and allow your head to rest in your arm, or if you have a pillow, you could even place a pillow under your right arm. Option to bring the left arm over the head, fully extended, or with a bent elbow. However, if you would prefer maybe just resting it by your side for this first phase of this pose, might feel more gentler on your body. Another option here is to extend the top leg completely down. So begin to take that first phase of the pose, maybe just allowing your body to fall to the right side to begin with. And just allow this simple act of resting to take over your body. Allowing your body to settle before shifting anything. Could you sense the ground holding you? Could you sense your breath here? At this point, if you would like to come into the next phase of this pose by extending the top leg and the top arm, or you could also bend into your left leg if that would be more comfortable. You could also use a pillow or blankets to prop up your left leg if that makes it more comfortable, or simply continue to stay lying on your side. Allow this stretch to reveal itself slowly. Try not to chase sensation, but instead feel your breath in your body. Noticing the left side of your body expanding with your breath in, feeling your left ribcage inflating like a balloon. And as this inflation happens, feel the whole body extending more, relaxing through your exhale and softening. For our final minute here, you might like to open the arms out, bringing the shoulders towards the ground, and maybe bringing that left leg back on top of the right. So coming into twisted roots pose. And perhaps using that sigh once again out through the mouth to release. Allow the twist to find you and not the other way around. Just allow gravity to settle that left shoulder more towards the ground through each exhale. Allow your breath to trace the shape. Take those last few breaths here, sighing out any remaining tension. Feel your whole left side opening up. One more breath in and out. Slowly bring your hands back towards your body. Hug your knees back in towards your chest and rock around a little bit, rolling around on your back. And then whenever you're ready, drop your knees down to your left side. Turn yourself onto your left, cradle your body here. Maybe resting that left arm under your head, or grab a blanket or cushion to support it. You might stay on your side, or you might choose the arm position by extending it over the head now and extending the leg, the top leg, but again, maybe just finding this cradling side position to start. Could be softer, beginning more simply by just resting. And could you pause here now and feel the transition into stillness as you begin to find your breath through the right side of your body. Feeling that right rib cage expanding, opening, inflating through your inhale, and through your exhale, relaxing and releasing any tension. At this point, if you would like to come into the second phase of our pose, you could extend the right arm over your head, either with a straight arm or through bent elbow. And with the right leg, you could extend that leg completely down, or you could put a slight bend in the knee, bringing the foot back behind you. Again, use any props if you need them to give yourself extra support and more comfort here. Begin to settle into this phase or stay on your side. Could you sense the ground holding you under your left hip? And could you feel how, as the left side grounds, the right side opens? So you might stay here, or again you might begin to transition into your twisted roots pose now. If you'd like to come into twisted roots, the first option is to just extend your right arm out to the right side, turning onto your shoulders. Maybe you might bring that right leg back up to meet the left, with both knees stacked on top of each other. Find this openness here on your right side. And again, for our last minute, perhaps using that sigh of release through the mouth. And could you once again invite softness into this expansion? So with that breath in, as you open up the right side of the body, but through that exhale, that right shoulder softens more. Without any effort, but just allowing the breath to do the work, allowing gravity to sink you deeper. Final breath or two here. Could you release all that tension through your sigh? Slowly begin to draw your knees back through center, hugging on with your arms, and rock around, massaging your back and noticing that balance now between both sides of your body. Allow your knees to drop down, extend your legs completely. Drop your arms down by your sides with the palms facing up. Create as much space here with your legs and arms as you can. And allow your body to rest here in Savasana, in our rebound. Allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. If you would like to take longer in your rebound or in Savasana, you're welcome to stay as long as you can, and I would encourage you to take a little bit more rest if you have the time. Otherwise, begin to bring a little movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, stretching the feet, the arms, like you're waking up again by bringing the arms over the head and pointing the toes. Then bend your knees, hug them into the chest once again, roll around, and then just fall onto one side. Take a moment here on your side, cradling your body, cocooning. And whenever you feel ready, press yourself up into a seated position. Finishing here with a few breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Expand through the inhale, let go through your exhale. And one more breath in, a long sigh out. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. See you again. Namaste.